Ngiyashisa ngihamba ngathi cherry kamawiza phela ngiyasifila buka amapantula yangifisa bonke sebembiza ngolisi sebezenza bostiza lezi nsuku ke khosa ngiziba ngibona ngama-follows ku-insta bazama ukungitesta bazenza okleva yazi abangazi ngihamba nama-ancestor bese bangitexta bazama ukungibhebha phela wena nabangani bakho ngalibheja call me headhunt amagqitha ngiyagaxa izinja ziyagqwala ngidlalile emgaxa bona labo qenge mabezama ukungiqala qaphela ke qenge ungangiqala ngiyaqhaqha mina ngiyimogo noma ungakwata noma unganyatsa mina ngiyimogo like it or hate it better believe it mina ngiyimogo hamba tshela labangani bakho ukuthi mina ngiyimogo. Yeah, winning is a habit, so I do it on a regular. I'm way too cool to be treated like an amateur. They put me on a cypher cause they know I raise the temperature. They like my bars better when I speed them in vernacular. Magazines going round looking for my number. The city's brain a fussy wanna put me on the cover. Each time I release, the drop is on fire. They ask me how I do it, but I keep it undercover. Every time I fall, I get up and I roll. Better than before, I keep them on their toes. I score when I throw. Listen to me roll, see me stand tall. I'm a star and I glow. Unsebenzo wendoz, ungabuza nomzo. Mfana negosti mangena ngiyamosh. Mangiphume estagini bacela some more. Mangidlula estradini bangibiza ngemo. Mina ngiyimogo. Noma ungakwata noma unganyatsa mina ngiyimogo. Like it or hate it, better believe it.
My name is Keith Koza and Jive Sessions is in Bulawayo, and we have the pleasure, we have the opportunity to link up with Noluntu. Jay, Noluntu, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
Always happy to see you. Always.
Thank you.
The last time I saw you were at the Hip Hop Awards.
Yes.
And I put a lot of money for you to win. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in the awards. These guys are not serious.
Oh.
But this year is our year.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
definitely. Put some more money.
The performance was spontaneous.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
very spontaneous. I
Thank you
love the
very
energy that you bring. I love the vibe, the style of delivery. But anyway, I'm a fan. For those that don't know who Noluntu J is, could you give us a brief background about yourself?
Alright, Noluntu J, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter from Bulawayo. I do hip-hop music, bubbly hip-hop infused with traditional sounds. Yeah, I think that's mostly it.
It is a lot. Traditional sounds is nothing to play around with. When would you say your hip-hop journey began for you professionally?
It actually began in 2020 when I released Noluntu. I wasn't entirely sure if I had it in me, but I've always wanted to be a rapper. I just didn't have enough confidence to do it. So when I finally released that song, people loved it, and I realized that I could do more.
So which ghetto do you represent? Which ghetto are you from?
I represent Kulumane, Gomnyoro, Makini.
Right. And how are they receiving you in your own home area?
Well, they are very supportive, most of them, especially the ones that listen to radio. But abanye abakwazi, so they meet me and they'll be like, "You didn't tell us you were an artist."
Why didn't you know?
Wow. But most of them, the most that know, are very supportive, They're actually the ones that stream my music on social media the most.
Nice. Shout out to Kurumani Massive. Shout out to those guys. So that's a bit about you and your background. And let's talk about what Noluntu is currently up to at the moment. What are your current projects?
Oh, now you want me to talk about my surprise.
Yes, let's hear the surprise. I love surprises.
Well, it won't be a surprise anymore if I talk about it. But anyways, blame me not, blame him. I'm currently working on a single, and we'll be shooting the visualizer soon. It will be out soon. I won't tell you what it's about exactly.
Please don't. Because we want them to watch it for the first time on Jive TV. But you can give us all the hints that you want to give us.
Expect some colors, expect some blue hair, expect some beads, expect emotions this time around.
I can't wait for that. I'll be waiting patiently with my fingers crossed.
I won't take too long.
Glued on the TV. Keep watching this space.
Definitely.
More coming up. Alright, so that's what we can even expect from you in the not so distant future. Is there anything else that we can expect from Noluntu J?
Oh, so that is a startup, but there's more big things that I'm working on this time around, and I'm working with different producers, different team. I just cannot wait for the adventure.
All right, awesome. So you also represent the girl child. In terms of being a FEMC, a female hip hop artist, what is the biggest challenge that you faced as a female in the hip hop industry?
Well, I've actually realized that society can't have more than one female in the industry, you know. So when you're like new and still making your way up, it's kind of difficult, you know.
And how have you then overcome this challenge?
I stayed true to myself because growing up, I've always known what I wanted to do. So I cannot change who I am or who I want to be just because it makes other people feel uncomfortable, you know. So I just keep doing my thing. I stick to my story, you know, and I stand firm.
Amen. Wise words. Definitely a solution. Being you is probably the only way that you can be. The best version of you is you.
Exactly.
All right. So for the young lady that is considering making a name in hip hop, what advice would you give her?
They should be confident and they should know that it's only them in this world. I mean, there is no any other Noluntu. There's only one Noluntu J, you know, so it means there's only one you, you know. So if you just stick to your ground, do you, be confident, know that you are the queen of your throne and own it.
No one will topple the
No
queen
one will.
because the queen rules supreme.
Definitely.
All right, it wouldn't be fine
Oh,
if you
I see
were
where
just to
this is
leave
going.
without spitting a bar or two. If you would murder us with some of your lyrical arson. I know that you came packing. If you could just grace us with a bar.
I did not come back in. Okay,
you always
but
pack.
anyway.
You always pack.
All right. Ngiyababona labo qangi basathatha amachansi bezwa ngami abakholwa bangithathela phansi bavala iminyango namasango mina ngijump ama-fence abangazi labo qangi I don't settle for less ngiyababona behleka mangiqhamuka ngebheja kodwa ngidela ngiyabheja ngelapho ndo likabheja ndlunkulu ngempela indaba yami ngiyayimela iphupho lami ngiyalifela izinja ziyangifatela qoqoqo buka sesingenile isiqoqoto uqapho ngiyanqoba ngiqede ngiquma uqoqoqo labo qangi bazenza inqaba kodwa mina inqaba ngiqoqozela ngiqansi iqaqaqhawekazi elingaqizanga flow edlozi ngiyabanyisa isiqhwaga ngasithambisa inkani ngasigabhisa buka manje ziyangibhiliva istage ngiyabhidliza noma ungangiphikisa buza koshigumira ubani wabiza amapholisa.
And I'm not packing. And I'm not packing. Yeah, it's hot. Bulawayo is hot. Noluntu is blazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Noluntu.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for blessing us with your bars. We're going to be watching you. You're definitely strong, and you've withstood a whole lot of criticism. So we're definitely going to be watching you. Please keep it entertaining. I know I don't have to ask, but I'm going to ask in you.
Oh.
Bless Noluntu. Thank you so
very much for having me.
Guys, you're watching Jive TV. That was Noluntu right there. Don't go anywhere. More coming up next.
I'm lozy but reloaded young bona. Young panda want to zontola. Diploma no mizi no stand up. Welcome to my world, I'm commando. I tell them game on they follow. Go big or go home, that's my motto. Tough and one gabota gabango bang your faith. Best give me best sense of a best. Now kuzo kusegu ngan so keep your distance takalani 1 minute. In pepes in atunga tuchinga tung. Iswane silelunga smela singafuka. In your game lindinunga emelinga puma matwasa gontutunga melenga. Run track with the trappers, return with the paper. See full of sharks and I dive even deeper. I down with the pack and return as a member. It's tough at the top than it is at the bottom. I'm black and I'm bony, I don't need a Clyde. This season I'm podgy, I roll like a dice. I'm Panang Shizila, I earn all my stripes. Former hyena, the African kind. Impisa ngumfazi umlilonga cishwa ngamanzi isixaxa somfazi insimbi engagobile sithafe simnandi. You shouldn't have tested me. They felt me on trap, now they're texting me. You should have befriended me. It's a bad idea being my enemy. Brother, I am the kid, you can never outrun me. I showed up on stage, now they all wanna know me. I gave them my name, now they act like they know me. I know that you know me, but I ain't your homie. So I get cooking, run my best to choking, but chillin' no floppy, sit cock up, but once in long yaga, yabutunga, booza, no rocket. Been praying for long, now the heavens are open. Don't you be comparing me. What chicken this town work is hard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jive TV. Happy birthday.
I can spend a million, don't matter. My lady, oh my God. Impili bingalula, oh my God. Pasensubu give me, oh my God. Lizzie Togoza, oh my God. Oh you did drive me crazy, oh my God. I was a Casanova, oh my God. But since you came over, oh my God, my heart be going crazy, oh my God, oh my God. Hey. And she's here, yeah, Miss Chandra Sami. Hey. Yakiwe ngotando lwako. Hey. Bentigo fana nawe, yeah, yeah. I get go fana nawe, baby. I've been looking for somebody like you. Ain't nobody, baby girl, I want you. Send us some on my knees, I love you. I get come when you come and feel the way you do, the way you do, the way you do. I mean, and our baby, just us two. You did drive me crazy, oh my God. I was a Casanova, oh my God. But since you came over, oh my God, my heart be going crazy, oh my God, oh my God. Hey. Oh my God, you the one I love, you the one I need. Oh my God, you the one I love, you the one I need.
My name is Keith Koza and this is Jive Sessions. We get to profile our musicians, our artists right here in Zimbabwe. And today we are in Bulawayo. And on set, I'm joined by L Blaze, LB. Why do I want to say L Blaze?
I don't know.
I don't know where it came from. It's nice to have you on the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be with us here on Jive.
One time.
And we really do appreciate that.
Thanks.
Alright, so I'm a huge fan, but for those that don't know who LB is, could you kindly give us a brief background about yourself and your music?
So my name is LB. The real name is Leroy Manuel, aged 23. I'm a musician and a versatile type of musician. I don't like to box myself as a hip hop or Afro pop artist now. I'm just capable of doing any other sound, so I'm just a versatile musician.
Nice. LB.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it came somewhere from the name. How does it then link, or what's the story behind getting that name?
Well, I'm a ladies person, number one.
About here we go again.
So the LB came from the lover boy and stuff, so just came up with that after.
All right, nice. And you said you don't prefer to be boxed.
I don't like to box myself in a certain genre.
You're very versatile.
Yes.
So what is the formula behind the style? How do you come up with your music? What's your inspiration?
Well, I actually go to clubs and see how people are vibing to other songs, the pianos, the hip hop songs, and I gain that energy, just bounce back the energy and go and create something similar to the same sound that people are vibing to. And the trend, obviously, something which will be trending at the moment, try to come up with something similar to that.
Nice.
That's where the versatility comes in.
Very creative, and we're loving the art. So when would you say that it started for you professionally?
Professionally, I think it's 2016, but then I started at a younger age, but professionally it's 2016.
And do you remember what your first song was?
Yes.
No, what was your first song?
Work song. It was called Yes Fela.
a love song, apparently.
A love song, yeah.
From what I can hear.
Yes.
Alright, nice. So where did you record your first song?
Smash Entertainment Records.
And how was it working with Smash Entertainment?
Magical, bro. It's always magical when I'm with Smash and Homeboy.
And where is Smash Entertainment?
Smash Entertainment currently is in Harare, but I'm working with Homeboy.
Okay.
because he's the side. So just record and send the vocals to him.
Nice.
For mastering.
Nice. Very creative. So, do you have any albums yet?
I'm actually working on an album right now because I've been starving people with music. I've been performing and people be asking, where is the sound, where is the music and all. So I feel like this year is the time that I give people everything, all the songs that I've been performing.
Nice. So we can expect an album from you this year.
Yes.
Can we also expect visuals on this album?
Definitely. I'm dropping the album with the visuals at the same time. That's why I'm delaying, because I'm working on the visuals.
Nice, and you know exactly what to do. As soon as the audio and the visuals come out, you bring them to Jive TV. Nice. So obviously, during your musical career, during your journey, you've seen some things, the do's and don'ts of this. Maybe you'd like to share with us one or two things that you've learned during your musical career.
In the industry, there are no friends. That's number one. Just be who you are. Just do you. I think that's all, man. Just forget about friends. Just be professional and everything will go well. Because if you start being friends in the industry, no contracts and whatsoever, things will go sideways. And you start hearing stories of artists saying that, hey, I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing this and that. So just keep it professional. I think that's the main goal.
Wise words right there from LB, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it for yourselves. Hansi, keep it professional. And we're definitely loving that. And we're going to be watching you very closely. So make sure you keep it very entertaining. And like I said before, when the drops, give it straight to Jive TV.
Definitely.
Jive TV. Thank you so much, guys. You're watching Jive TV. My name is Keith Goza. Don't go anywhere. More coming up next.
Mushala Zulu, yeah, Mushala Zulu, Mushala Zulu, Mushala Zulu, Mushala Zulu, yeah, Mushala Zulu. I'll be going in, every baba to the king. Ay, all I do is win, let the nigga do the thing. Got them haters on my back, got me sick the color thing. Yeah, I heard them talking shit. I don't care who go back to you. Ain't nobody see it on my phone. Let me live the life on my own. Got your ex blowing my phone, she got my song as the ringtone. I don't know how she got my number, but I'm the kingdom. Nigga tell the truth to cherry, walk and shy a ding dong. Bayette, you know I'm dope, but you hating. Take a look what you got, you faking. Shaka Zulu, I'm the east in the making. They wanna put it in my hands, so I fucking do it. You don't know helping, do I lana, you just pugo. They wanna pull it in my hands, so I fucking do it. You don't know helping, do I lana, you just pugo. I'll keep on heading line and do I get to song and sugu. I hit them selling my tunes and get it do. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, Gushaga Zulu, hey, yeah, hey, me and Tarova marata, makanda hakata, takwita makata kisuta na mata. No matter what they be saying, it's also we out here praying, giving praise to the Lord. Jesu wakafa wakamuka, handi chukuru kufema, keta silo irema. Mubengi anda kunyengera, asimba ngwano chomira weka. Chagayi mwaracha wanika, dana iye ando pindura. He is the way, the truth and the life, my God.
Hello everybody, my name is Keith Koza and this is Jive Sessions. We get to profile our musicians, our artists in the industry right here in Zimbabwe. And today we are in Bulawayo and on set I am joined by my guest. Welcome buddy.
Good, how's it man?
How are you doing?
Doing well, pressing on.
Great, thanks. So no need for introductions. Well, I'm going to need you to give me a brief background about yourself and who you are.
Yeah, my name is Comborero, aka Megaz, Low Megaz. I'm a gospel rap artist, all about the faith, all about the music, and I'm passionate about young people.
Alright, so the name Little Megaz, where did that name come from?
Low Megaz. So Megaz for something big. Z is my real name, Comborero. Megaz, big blessings. And they say, why you call yourself Low Megaz then? It's because dynamites come in small packages.
Nice. I like it. And you said you are a gospel rap artist.
Yes, sir.
Why be a gospel rap artist? What's the
Yeah.
purpose behind that?
I'm a Christian, first and foremost. I believe that art is the testimony of the artist. So I love rap music. I grew up listening to hip hop, and the best way for me to express myself and what I see around in society is through the lens of what I believe in. Yeah.
Alright, and when would you say that your musical journey began professionally?
Say around 2012, 2013. So when I put out my first gospel rap single titled Call Out His Name and got radio play. Then the following year I was nominated for the Zim Hip Hop Awards and the Christian Hip Hop Achievement Awards, where I scooped one award. So it was during that time where I began to take it on a more professional level.
Okay, and where did you record Call Out His Name?
Call Out His Name, I did at Benny Beats Studio, SGK Records, with Walker's Mix Entertainment as well. Yeah.
And how was it working with those guys?
Now the experience was good, it was fun, but it was something new because I'd never had a gospel rap record before. Same as the guys, so they're like, do you think this will work out? Will this hit the market and stuff? But at that time I was feeling the conviction, to switch into that lane. But otherwise it went well, and he recorded the rest of the EP that I then worked on that year.
Alright, Nate, so that's a little bit about yourself, a background. But let's talk about what you're up to at the moment. What are your current projects?
Yeah, so currently I started an initiative that's called King's Youth Center. That helps young people to push their arts, be it in fashion, music, and I put out a record under that project titled How Great Thou Art, which features Lawrence and Junior Garnett. Junior Garnett also has a song out under that project, and I have a music video titled Wasara Wasara that's out as well, and I'm working on other new projects.
Nice. I like to hear artists helping other artists, which is very commendable from you. So what can we expect from you in the not so distant future?
Yeah, good music, collaborations, local, regional, more music videos. I think we're living at a time where visuals are really important, they matter. People want to see the face as well behind the
voice.
The voice, behind the art and the creativity of it all. Because sometimes you express something in your voice, in your audio format, but also it can capture someone better when they visualize and see the story behind the emotions, the heart that come with it.
Nice. We'll always be expecting audio visuals from you, and you know exactly what to do as soon as they come out. You give them to us. You come
Definitely,
to
I'm a YouTube.
Jive TV.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's nice having this conversation with you, and from what I've heard from you, from what I've learned from you, you obviously have a purpose, a vision, a direction with your art, and you've learned a lot coming from 2013 up until now. You've probably seen some things and experienced some things. So for the new fan, for the old fan, for anyone who's listening right now, maybe some wise words from you.
Yeah, I think for me it's to say everyone has a level of influence that can be harnessed for greater good, and we are all created uniquely, we are different, we are peculiar. So teamwork makes the dream work. In everything that you do, you have to have a good team. You have to find your area of strength and area of weakness, know yourself, and know people who can complement you in whatever that you do, so that you don't do anything in isolation, but you have people who will help you, mold you in the journey to becoming a better version of who God has created you to be. So that's really important. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wise words right there coming up from our guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You're watching Jive Sessions. My name is Keith Koza. Don't go anywhere. More coming up next.
Yes.
The power's by your spirit. The same spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in the body in you. You knows your weakness. Cast your burdens. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. It's more than going to church. Walk the talk. Ujaenda kugomo, roti Iowa. Inindinesa. Ujaenda kusimba, yoti Iowa. Inindinesa. Ujaenda kugomo, Iowa. Inindinesa. Amayugani, Iowa. Inindinesa. Iowa. Inindinesa. Iowa. Inindinesa. Iowa. Inindinesa. Iowa, in Indiana's the time has come that those who worship God worship Him in spirit and in truth. MEGA down to the Z, Lil Megaz. Why shall I see you?